The TARDIS is prepped, sonic screwdriver charged, and jelly babies are at the ready. With Season 14 of Doctor Who hurtling towards us on May 11th, let's take a whirlwind tour of everything you need to know. It's the beginning, but the moment has been prepared for. The 3 recent anniversary specials have eased us into another new era of Doctor Who more gently than we're used to. Yes, this is Ncuti Gatwa's first time taking center stage as the 15th Doctor. Now everything you need to know before the upcoming episodes. A child is left on the doorstep of the church on Ruby Road and is named for it. Years later, that child is Ruby's Sunday Millie Gibson, who is currently being interviewed for Long Lost Family by Davina McCall, playing herself in hopes of finding out who her parents might be. She spots the Doctor Ncuti Gatwa on the dance floor. He catches a glass that she's about to drop and tells her that this isn't just human error, but something much worse. Later, the Doctor saves Ruby from a falling snowman decoration, but it falls on him instead. On Christmas Eve, Ruby arrives home to be told by foster mother Carla Michelle Greenidge that they're getting a new foster infant today. A child is brought to them by the name of Lulabelle, coincidentally having the birthday as Ruby. Ruby gets a call from Davina McCall letting her know that they couldn't find any trace of her parents. She also wants to know if Ruby's been having terrible luck, because she's been having a horrifying string of it since their interview. She's killed suddenly by a falling Christmas tree while they're on the phone. There's noise through the baby monitor, and Ruby heads to the nursery to find the baby missing. The skylight is open, so she climbs through it and finds goblins stealing Lulabelle. She jumps onto a hanging ladder into the sky and gets swept away. The Doctor appears, jumping across the rooftops to ask her what she's doing, and jumps into the ladder with her. He's got a special pair of gloves he designed himself that focuses weight into the glove, allowing them to stay on without exertion. They both climb up the ladder into a ship in the sky and are promptly captured and tied up by the goblins. The Doctor tells Ruby that the goblins are creatures of coincidence and luck, that it gives them power, and that their ship is powered by ropes, which he is trying to learn that language of as well. He slips their bonds and they make it into the ventilation system. As they're crawling along, they hear a music number for Janie's goblin Christina Rotondo as Lulabelle is moved along a conveyor belt toward the Goblin King, who will begin the baby feast. The Doctor and Ruby fall onto the conveyor from above before this can happen, and the Doctor asks why they've stopped the music, beginning the song anew. He and Ruby grab the baby, and the Doctor uses his gloves in reverse, making them heavier so they slide back down to Ruby's home quickly. They put the baby back in her crib, and the Doctor suggests that they search for anything in the house that could cause bad luck. And in doing so learns about Ruby's family. Carla has fostered 33 kids, but Ruby is the only one who stayed with her permanently, and Carla's mother Cherry Angela Winter lives with them in an attic flat that she won't leave due to the rent being fixed. Carla returns from shopping and Ruby tells her that they can't find her parents. She comforts her daughter and tells her that she's happy to have Ruby all to herself. The Doctor admits that he was adopted to a coincidence, and that he doesn't know who his true parents are either. Yet another one. They begin to stack up until a crack forms down the ceiling the flat, which the Doctor assumes is the goblins taking their leave. Suddenly the cracks heal, and Ruby has vanished. What's more, Carla never fostered all those children and only takes them in occasionally for money. Jerry is considerably more ill. The Doctor realizes that the goblins follow the coincidences back in time to take Ruby instead of Lulabelle and heads back to stop them. He finds the ship ladder on the roof of the church, grabs it, and reverses the gloves again, dragging the ship down until the spire drives up and right through the Goblin King. The ship dissipates and the Doctor catches baby Ruby and leaves her in front of the church. He sees Ruby's mother walking away and heads back to 2023, finding everything has been put right, including the awful crack in the ceiling. Then he remembers to go back and stop Davina McCall from being murdered by a tree. He stands outside Ruby's home and wonders if maybe he's the bad luck, then heads back to the TARDIS after being wished well by Mrs. Flood. Ruby works out that the Doctor must be a time traveler after the comments he's made, and she heads outside. Mrs. Flood nods toward the TARDIS, and Ruby walks in and asks the Doctor who he is. After the TARDIS dematerializes, Mrs. Flood breaks the fourth wall and asks the viewer, "Never seen a TARDIS before?" and grins. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoy it, and see you in the next Flicks and TV.